the end all the time.
Privilege for me to be able to introduce to you the leader of the Labour Party, Jeremy Corbyn.
Thank you. Thank you, Margaret. And to those people in the far distance, can you hear us? And those people out on the beach, can you hear us? Now watch out for the tide, it'll be in later. I've heard about these tides around here, they come in awful fast. This is, I'm pretty confident in saying, the biggest campaign event I've yet done in this general election campaign. You're going to love this bit. You've outscored Leeds. Because these things are absolutely crucial to the strength and health of our society. Our manifesto has set all of this out, and I'm determined that we should carry it out. There's also issues of justice and social justice in our society. If you live in a damp, overcrowded flat, if you're in an insecure tenancy, if you're worried about how you're going to pay the rent, then you're under stress, half of which will be for social rent. And so we do that because it creates jobs, because it's a virtuous circle of creating jobs, building into the supply chain, and also, of course, housing people better in secure lifetime tenancies. I think these things are very, very important. Now, an election is about how you deal with the services and the needs that people have, and I've absolutely outlined that. It's also what you do for the economy of the future. You could go down the road of continuing to cut corporate taxation, continuing to give away tax relief to the very wealthiest in our society, and you could continue going down that road. But at the end of it, what have you got? You've got less manufacturing industry, you've got less industry, you've got, well, they're a really 21st century party, you know, you've got to get used to it and show proper respect to them. Yes, we're in the 21st century, but they're absolutely on it. Their priorities, two very important priorities, are to bring back fox hunting and bring back grammar schools. Well, that's cutting edge stuff for you. And we offer something very different in education, but also for older students. Because when you go through secondary school, you want to go on to college, you want to go on to university if you can, and the fees at universities have got higher and higher. The number of working class youngsters applying to go to university is going down and down, and it seems to me it's all going completely the wrong direction. And when somebody cannot achieve what they want in life, cannot get to be the engineer, the doctor, the lawyer, cannot get to be the skilled person they want to be, two things happen. One is they lose because they haven't achieved the ambition they wanted in life. The others who lose are every single one of us. We don't have that doctor, don't have that nurse, don't have that engineer in our society. And so I don't believe it's recreation, bus, train, whatever you're doing, engage in that conversation. Do you want to live in a country that glories in injustice and poverty and inequality? Or do you want to do something very, very different? Yeah. Because you could go down the road, you could blame the old, blame the young, blame a minority. There's always somebody you can blame. But you know what? When you finish blaming somebody else for the problems we've got, you haven't built a house, you haven't employed a nurse, you haven't improved a hospital. All you've done is created stress and division in our community. So our message is this. Take that message out there. That we can upset the very powerful on June the 8th. By electing Labour MPs, by electing a Labour government, by electing a government that will work for the good of all, not the benefit of the few. By electing a government that will take up the challenges we all face every day, but will be absolutely rooted in where that power comes from. And that power, that authority, comes from those that have put MPs there, i.e. all of us here today. It's not possible, this can't be done. I'll tell you what, since this election started, thousands of people have joined the Labour Party. Thousands of people have donated very small sums of money to fund our election campaign. The average donation is £22, and I am very proud that that is the average donation, because it shows who is supporting Labour. And all our events are just about every pillar. A right old mealy-mouthed thing is that, isn't it? But the reality of that funding formula and the way it's been changed is that many schools are having less money per pupil than they did in the past. That means what? It means the head teacher has got to decide which teacher to get rid of, which teaching assistant to get rid of, which subject to close down. And for those children, that is catastrophic, because you only have one childhood, one chance, one time you're in school. So we will absolutely fully fund the schools. So we won't be saying to head teachers, if you can't afford to pay your teachers, well, you better go and collect the money at the school gate. Because do you know what? If you're rich, you can afford to pay at the school gate. If you're poor, you can't. But your children are equally valuable to you, to all of us, and to our community. And you know what? Hungry children find it hard to concentrate. Hungry children don't learn. Hungry children have much greater difficulties in achieving later on in life. And so we thought about this, we talked about it, and we decided that a Labour government will introduce the policy in England of a free school lunch for every child in every primary school. children will eat that lunch together. They will eat that lunch together, and that surely is a message of the kind of community of society that we want. That is the Labour way. Let's do it for those that are going to come. Let's do it to build a society that works for all. Do it for the many, not the few. Do it for the many, not the few. Do it for the many, not the few. Thank you very much.
All right then. You're right. Yeah. Would you have been better there?
No.